Alright, we're going to be cleaning a 2-bedroom, 4-tenant. So this is not for the complex. They've got a pretty dirty living room. Some dark spots. There's some, looks like candle wax in the carpet. We don't take candle wax out on these carpets because they don't want us cutting on the carpets. So that's going to be up to the tenant to figure out a way to get that out. We can get it out, but we're not going to for what we're charging for this. That's an extra fee and they don't want to pay it. The bedroom, one of them. You can see there, it's kind of weird lighting, but you can see the whole living room area. It's pretty filthy. We got one other bedroom here. Looks like some paint spots possibly on the carpet. A few dark stains. Nothing too bad. We're going to go over everything after we pre-sprayed with the carpet brush, the Oreck carpet brush attachment. And we're going to scrub the carpet really good with that first so we can leave our pre-spray in the carpet and agitate the mixture into the dirt and the stains. And then we'll bonnet clean after that. So we're getting ready to start, and I'll stop this temporarily right here and we'll pick back up here in a few minutes. He decided to do this hallway real quick and not even brush it first. He's going to do the hallway in one of the bedrooms, and I'm not going to video the bedrooms because it's going to be kind of boring. I'm going to save it, save just the living room because that's going to be enough to probably about 20 minutes of video if I'm guessing right. What this is just a quick cleaning because this unit's going to be inspected tomorrow, so they wanted to get the carpets touched up right before the inspection, so they want to get it done. Put it back out. They want to get it done so that they'll pass the inspection, and it'll probably get dirty again pretty quick because they have a lot of kids, and so they have a lot of messes in here. So this is just a real quick thing. They did the vacuuming, and they're going to do any post vacuuming if it's necessary. And so this is just something we're just coming up here. They're just getting us to get the stains out. That's all we're pretty much going to do on this one for him. He's working on that bedroom there. So keep watching because we're going to be doing the living room. He's going to do one more the other bedroom, and it's not really anything spectacular to watch either. So he's going to do those, and then we're going to concentrate on the living room. And that's going to be what the video is basically going to be focused on. So keep watching because we're going to show that in a minute. Alright, so I'll just show real quick the bedroom. It came out real good. Carpet's all fluffed up again. There's a little bit of a darker area there. And I think from last time I remember they had some little situation with some dye of some sort. The kids were doing an art project or something in here and spilled a little dye. The dark stain in front of the bathroom doorway there, it came out. And the bunny's clean. But we didn't clean the bunny. Hello, bunny. Yeah, just get ready to start your day. Like you see, they've got a nice little park area in back of their apartment that they get to use. So he's working on the other bedroom now, as you can see down there a little bit. So work is progressing. So stay tuned. Okay, this is the other bedroom. It's all pretty good except for one spot. And that is a burn. When you feel it, it's all crusty. So someone at some point dropped a cigarette or something there. Yeah. So that came out alright. This is something that we're just doing. We're getting it just clean enough. We're trying to do it in a hurry because we've got another couple jobs to go do before a certain time runs out. So we're trying to just do this as quick as we can for them. It's just enough that they won't have any problems with their inspection. So it's not going to be something we're going to necessarily have it perfect, but just doing something to get them by for a while. So it looks like, yeah, he's getting ready to start the brush pretty soon here.
Yeah, I forgot.
So I'll let him get that all ready and I'll turn the camera back on. So keep watching. Alright, he's spraying the living room. He sprayed it once already, but he decided to spray it one more time just to make sure. He's already got the brush attached to the Oreck. As soon as he finishes putting more pre-spray down, he's going to start scrubbing the stains. He's using the brush because it doesn't absorb the mixture, because he wants to get it all scrubbed in real good and agitated. And that way he can coat the fibers of the carpet as completely as possible. And then he can switch back over to the bonnet to absorb. So you can see he's kind of putting it down a little heavy on these stains.
When they're dirty, you got to.
Yeah. So. Just stay tuned. Alright, now we're going to start agitating. Now there's a lot of stuff in this carpet that just isn't going to come out. They've had cigarette burns. There's things like candy and gum that's been allowed to dry up in the carpet that's not going to come out. And they've got sometimes you come up here and they've got macaroni and cheese in the carpet that's been spilled and they just never cleaned it up. So it's just, you never know what you're going to run into, and some of it just doesn't come out all the way. But we're just trying to keep them going a little bit longer. I hope this dirt is showing up on camera pretty good. It's a badly stained carpet. Most of this stuff is just kind of dirt. It's going to come out pretty easy. Some of the stuff's stained, the kind of stains you really have to work at, but most of this is just because they don't vacuum the carpet very often.
Most of this is because they have kids, and the kids spill stuff everywhere.
Yeah. Now the area in front of the couch is pretty dark, but there's also the shadow from the couch, so it's kind of hard to distinguish, I think, the shadow from the dirt.
Now when we leave this wax over here, it's going to stay in. We're not charging them to take it out, or we get it out with an iron, but they can get it out themselves if they want it. We're not charging them for it, so we're not taking it out.
Now, a lot of the stuff that you see, it looks like it's not coming out, but it's because the brush doesn't absorb anything, it just scrubs. And we're not really trying to absorb right now, we're just trying to make sure that we get the pre-spray completely into the carpet as much as we can. When you spray it on the surface, it's going to penetrate the carpet a little bit, but this makes sure that it's kind of penetrated into the fibers a little bit. And you want it to have a chance to soak in so it can start breaking the bond with the stain to the fibers. Then the bonnet comes along and it's able to, once you've got that all loosened up, the bonnet comes along and it's able to strip the dirt off the fiber.
The truth is, the bonnet takes the stuff out easier. It gets the stains out a lot quicker than this brush. It loosens more quicker, but you have to do a lot more bonnet cleaning if you don't brush first. And so it's easier to do it with a brush because it makes it easy to bonnet clean. But if you don't have a brush, the bonnet will take all this stuff out. You just have to do a lot more bonneting.
Yeah, and then you have to stop and rinse your bonnet and clean it out a little bit. And then you have to go back and do it again. So this kind of makes it so you don't have to, your bonnet will absorb really quickly. then you can just get on and maybe get a whole room before you have to clean your bonnet instead of having to stop and clean it once or twice.
All right, we're ready to switch over. I need to wash out the bonnet.
Okay. Let me see, the bonnet's over here in the sink. I don't know if I can actually show the bonnet.
No, it's got the pad driver on it.
It's gonna be too dark in here anyway to see it. I was gonna show when he washes it out, the dirt from the bedrooms, but it's not gonna be very visible, so. I'll turn the camera back on here in a few minutes when he gets that all ready to go. We'll turn the camera back on and show you the rest, so stay tuned. Okay.
And here it begins.
Carpet's a little lighter from when we scrubbed it with the brush. See if I can find a good angle on it. But that's just because when you break the dirt and stains up and spread them around a little bit with the brush, it just lightens everything. But this makes it a lot easier. The bonnet's going to be absorbing. Instead of having to break the stain loose to absorb it, it's already pretty much broken loose, so that helps a lot. And the way to think about it is the dirt is if it's been loosened from the fiber and the detergent helps break that chemical bond, then the bonnet's able to strip it off of the fiber. And the thing about these bonnets, yeah, and absorb it into the bonnet. Yeah, once it's stripped off of the fiber of the carpet, it's ready to go someplace, and the bonnet's absorbent, so it goes into the bonnet. And the bonnet also takes up the soap that you're using. And you also want to keep in mind this is a gentle, very gentle method of cleaning the carpet, and you don't have to use a lot of liquid like you do with an extractor. And so it's a lot less water involved. And some of these carpets, if they get cleaned pretty frequently, you'd end up having the carpet starting to weaken because of all the water that's been put into them. So a lot of times, if you want to clean more frequently, it's good to use a drier method. Sometime we're going to have to try the one of the powders just to see how it works. We've never tried it yet, but those are the driest method of all to clean. But you've got to post vacuum when you're done. Hope this is it's looking good to the naked eye. I hope it's showing up on camera. The thing about video cameras you always got to remember is they're showing things that the human eye doesn't detect. And sometimes it's a video artifact, and so you can't really 100% go on. And carpet's one of those weird things that is very hard to make a video of because you may see something on a camera that's really not there because it's enhanced. See, when they didn't vacuum the edges of the baseboards very good, so there's gonna be crumbs and stuff getting slung all over the place.
Yeah, they missed those edges a little bit.
Yeah. This will be dry within a couple hours. If they want to re-vacuum it, they can. And we always recommend it to people when they've done their own vacuuming that they post-vacuum because this will bring up stuff that they've been missing when they vacuum. A lot of the people that we clean for, they only get their carpets vacuumed whenever they have it cleaned, which is maybe once a month, maybe every 6 months, and that's the only time their carpets get vacuumed. There's something about the community we live in this part of the world. Vacuuming is not a big priority for some reason I don't understand.
Okay, we're about ready to get to the real dirty area, so I'm gonna flip the bonnet, put the cleaning side down, and go after this dirt.
It doesn't look super dark.
It'll be dark. It's absorbed a ton of dirt.
These bonnets are funny because you may think that they're not very dirty, but when you start to wash them out
they're full of dirt
in the sink, you're amazed how much dirt they have in them. And these aren't super thick bonnets, but they absorb quite a bit of dirt.
They're 1 inch.
Yeah. Now what we're doing today, we're wringing the bonnet out pretty good by hand. You can also use more of a wet bonnet method where you just lightly wring it out and you leave the bonnet really damp. And that's good if you're going to be wanting to scrub for a long time and you want to be able to not have to stop too many times. And what you're doing there is as the bonnet slowly dries out, and then it'll start absorbing again. But you can use the wet bonnet method if you got a really badly stained carpet and you want to be able to scrub it for a while because you know it's going to need it. then there's no point in wringing the bonnet all the way out because you need that water to help you clean with.
When you do the wet bonnet method, and you've got the carpet wet with a real wet bonnet, when you're done scrubbing the carpet with a wet bonnet, you need to squeeze the pad out thoroughly, get it as dry as you can, and then go over to absorb water that has dirt trapped in it, or your carpets will be dirtier.
Yeah, you can use these bonnets in several different ways. We're doing kind of a low moisture method, and then you can also do very low moisture, which is what you want to use when you have a carpet that's basically clean. You just want to give it a touch up.
I'm getting this out real quick because I brushed first. If I hadn't brushed first, I'd be going over this a lot slower to get this stuff out.
And the carpet looks good. I could see on the camera that you may see some darker tint to some of the carpet, and you want to remember the video cameras are really good at showing moisture. So if you have an area that's slightly damper than another area, they're going to show up as different colors completely on the camera.
When you see our videos and it looks like we would have dark stuff in the area, in the carpet,
it's just because it hasn't dried all the way up.
That's just the way the camera looks. If there's dark stuff, we keep working. We don't stop till it looks as new as possible, like the carpet looks brand new basically.
But there'll be some residual moisture that is going to show up.
Okay, now I'm just going over stuff that was a little heavier. Most of this is done. We're about to be finished in a minute or so. Then it's on to the next one.
Come back and see. Now the hallway's a little trampled down because we've been walking back and forth on it. Oh, I see he went in the bedroom to plug in, so the carpet looks good. Let's see how Bunny is still doing his thing. He needs a carrot or something. There's the living room. Try to show it from some different angles so you can see it.
Just in case the sunlight's bad from one angle.
Yeah. It's looking real good to the naked eye. I can see in the camera it still looks kind of wonky.
It's good.
But that's another thing. You kind of have to...
That's just the camera.
Yeah, you have to kind of take our word on it that it's not as bad as maybe it looks on camera. And sometimes I think it looks bad with this little viewfinder. I think it looks bad, then when we look at it later on the TV, it actually looks great. So it's hard to... You never know what you have on these videos until you look at them later, and then by then it's too late to fix anything. Yeah, on these type of machines, instead of hilling a machine like you do with a regular side-to-side buffer, what you do is you can stand the handle more upright in the air.
Just fingertip.
And then you're allowed to, then you can push down just a little bit, put a little downward pressure
with
on
about
it.
a pound of pressure.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It makes a major difference too if you want to deep scrub some spot real quick. Just like that.
Now these little black things here are
That's cigarette burns.
where cigarettes have been dropped over and over and over again. So someone sitting here who was a heavy smoker. There's the candle wax that's left. They can get that out with an iron and a wet towel or some a paper bag or some waxed paper of some sort. They can get that out. That's a little bit of a candle wax stain there. That's a little bit, that little red dot. Some of the black dots that we have in here, these are going to be permanent because they've dripped something that left a permanent stain. I think the guy that lives here works on stuff for a living, so he probably has some parts cleaner and stuff that comes in on his shoes and stuff once in a while that he tracks in. Well, it looks pretty good. That's about it. What do you think we had in this whole thing? About 40 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we probably had about 40 minutes. We're old and we work slow. So, I mean, a younger man would have done this in, I don't know, 3 minutes. But it took us about 40 because we're not going to kill
Yeah, we're
ourselves.
just a couple of old guys.
Old.
Old, yeah. Old
Yes.
and dirt.
Old, decrepit. Let's see one more time here. Yeah, that's good. You see outside, it's a nice day. It's actually pretty muggy today, pretty humid, so that's going to affect drying times a little bit. Get a nice shot over there in distance. You can see the air raid siren, or actually it's a tornado siren. The hilltop with the radio towers on the top of it. The flag blowing in the wind. The maintenance man across the way. Well, that's all for this one. We're going to be doing another couple jobs today. I don't know if they're going to be anything we're going to video or not for sure, but keep watching these, and if you would like to, subscribe, you can get all the videos as fast as we upload them. And we don't shoot videos of all of our jobs, just here and there.
Just some of them.
Yeah. There's the Oreck orbiter. Check the video description below, and I'll put links for the Oreck and the attachments that we use for the orbiter, I'm sorry. And if you have any questions, you can just leave us just either question messages or just leave a question on the video. We'll try to answer that for you. Oh, and the cleaning solution today, that's 2 gallons of water to 2 capfuls of liquid Tide, which is what we're using right here. It is HE, which is high efficiency, which doesn't foam as much. But on these machines, it's not a big, the foam isn't that big of a deal. So we're about ready to walk out of this one. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Alright, we're going to be cleaning a 2-bedroom, 4-tenant. So this is not for the complex. They've got a pretty dirty living room. Some dark spots. There's some, looks like candle wax in the carpet. We don't take candle wax out on these carpets because they don't want us cutting on the carpets. So that's going to be up to the tenant to figure out a way to get that out. We can get it out, but we're not going to for what we're charging for this. That's an extra fee and they don't want to pay it. The bedroom, one of them. You can see there, it's kind of weird lighting, but you can see the whole living room area. It's pretty filthy. We got one other bedroom here. Got, looks like some paint spots possibly on the carpet. A few dark stains. Nothing too bad. We're going to go over everything after we pre-sprayed with the carpet brush, the Oreck carpet brush attachment, and we're going to scrub the carpet really good with that first so we can leave our pre-spray in the carpet and agitate the mixture into the dirt and the stains, and then we'll bonnet clean after that. So we're getting ready to start, and I'll stop this temporarily right here and we'll pick back up here in a few minutes. He decided to do this hallway real quick and not even brush it first. He's going to do the hallway in one of the bedrooms, and I'm not going to video the bedrooms because it's going to be kind of boring. I'm going to save just the living room because that's going to be enough to